What is the most damage you can cause with $10? A sock filled with $10 in quarters could mess a few people up. Every time you tell at your kids put a quarter in your no yelling sock and soon you'll have a weapon too. Buy a plastic deck chair and leave it in a massive intersection. I heard this caused a 6-lane each way highway to jam for hours once. My sister and I placed a box of cereal in the middle of an aisle at the grocery store. It caused a traffic jam affecting the other aisles. Nobody would pick it up and put it away. Everyone tried really hard not to hit it with their carts. Fill someone's exhaust with expander foam. Pour sugar in their gas tank. Buy a bag of fries. Take it to an outdoor Subway, underground, whatever station. Slowly feed bits of the fries to pigeons. Amass several hundred pigeons in front of you, waiting for fries. When the next train comes, just before the doors close, hurl the entire bag of fries into the car so the pigeons follow it into the car. But the people don't have time to get out. Ideally do this just before a long section without any stops, followed by several underground stations. Repeat 15 times, fries are cheap. You forgot soak fries in laxatives step. Spend 5 on super glue. Use glue to secure the other 5 to the floor of a Walmart entrance. I knew a guy who welded a quarter on top of a nail, then nailed it into a wooden dock. You would reliably see 2 to 3 people try to get to each day. Find twin 3-year-old boys at Walmart. Show them the money and tell them whoever makes more people scream inside the store can have it. Or just find normal 3-year-olds. Damage to others or to yourself. Cause you can buy Cat's movie ticket. You guys can get movie tickets for $10. Buy some gallium, edited. It literally eats aluminum. Just a small amount will kickstart a chemical chain reaction that will eat through Ali like popcorn at the movies. It's quite slow. 10 ml will eat through 1 cm sheet aluminium in about 6 hours. It soaks into the aluminium and spreads incredibly far. Google it. One large drop on your dong head. Stepdad's engine on his nice sports car will literally make the engine casing fall apart faster than your emotions. Good luck. Wear goggles. Edit. Yup. You all are totally right. Gallium is best. Not Mayo. One large drop on your dong head. Instructions unclear. $10 can buy a bottle of gut wrench vodka. It's like an adult choose your adventure book, with every choice leading to incarceration. Cheap vodka. For when you want to commit war crimes in Russian. Bottle of brake fluid and an expensive car dealership. Drizzle on hoods. Wreck finish forever. I had a kid in high school shit on the hood of another kid's car. That's sort of the same thing, right? Pouring caramel on someone's windshield. We actually did that to someone in high school but used honey and then poured about a pound of glitter on top of it. The person kept being a donghead and doing pranks like letting air out of our tires and shaving cream on the door handles and stuff, and we kept telling them to stop. We bought a gallon of honey and probably a pound or 2 of glitter and covered their windows. That was 10-12 years ago. It's probably still on there. Light it on fire and use your burning $10 bill to start a bigger fire. Why not buy some lighters and start a lot of fires? Buy a thing of ladybugs and release them into someone's house. Use the leftover cash to buy mint seeds and plant them in the same enemy's front lawn. They'll never get it all out. Crickets. They're way worse. They make noise and have a curious habit. They won't leave a dark place into a bright one, so the little bastards won't come out of their hiding spot until it is nighttime and the lights are off. Real fun in college dorms when you can't turn the lights off in the hallway. Release bag of crickets when everyone is asleep and they'll immediately seek out the darkest area they can find, the crack under everyone's doors. 2 words. Liquid ass. 2 more words. I'm thirsty. $10 worth of crickets from a pet store. Released somewhere awesome. $10 worth of crickets unfortunately is only like 100 crickets at most, which ultimately isn't gonna do a whole lot once they disperse. Setting up a small breeding colony of roaches could take about $10 though. And that would be the gift that keeps on giving. 1,000 pennies. Empire State Building. Make it hail. It costs more than $10 to get to the top of the Empire State Building. $10 jumbo bag of Jolly Ranchers. Lick each one and stick them everywhere on somebody's car. When they go to pull them off, they also pull off the paint. Bonus points if it is hot day and the candies melt. Just have to lick it off your car. Why waste perfectly good candy? ShipierNinisGlitter.com link. Lol, I remember one time someone posted that on Reddit and the dude got so many orders he had to temporarily close his store until he could complete them all. $9.50 worth of glitter and a stamp addressed to a clean lab environment. No clean lab would open mail inside the clean area. Buying $10 of stink bombs and throw them around a clothing store, including the stocked clothes. I don't know about damage, but I gave a friend $10 to 3D print an army of miniature Vinny erect dong and balls. I've been hiding them in the mechanic stuff at work for months. Buy a cheap pencil and stab as many people as possible until it breaks. Then buy the next one. Welcome back. MR Wig. Put $10 worth of change in the fuel system of a rocket engine. Alternatively, throw a handful of coins in a jet engine and pocket the rest. Photocopy it and attempt to buy something with the fake money. Scanners and printers won't work with money like that. Look up the Orion constellation if you're curious. Buy a hoe at the hardware store and go to a golf course at night. Rip apart all 18 greens for $75,000 a piece. I grew up in Pinehurst. Hired 2 pies to investigate each other on Fiverr. Guy 1 delivers complete biography containing Guy 2's inner most secret sass and all info you will ever need to steal his identity, along with a cost breakdown on why Guy 1's services are better than Guy 2's. Guy 2 mails you macaroni art that reads "I like turtles." You can buy condoms for your buddy, then poke holes in them, and be responsible for another human's birth. 1,000 pennies dumped into the inner mechanisms of a hydroelectric generator. Use the pennies to block all regulation and safety systems of a nuclear power plant. Cause meltdown and contaminate a section of the country. If you have pennies left. Repeat. Buy a dead rat. Frozen from lab supply. Buy a single large ball jar. Buy a small bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Use the leftover $4 for alcohol. Cause this is gonna get weird. Drop the rat in the jar. It has to fit. Although you could trim it if feeling plucky. Add about 2-4 inches of peroxide and then an equal amount of water. The jar should have at least half of its height in headspace, no liquid. Twist the lid on as tight as you can. You now have the most potent stink bomb you can imagine. As the peroxide breaks down the rat flesh, it will hyperputrefy with the oxygen to a point where the death stink will be increased to vomitous levels at 25 feet from detonation. Depending on ambient temp, the bottle will swell and explode between a few days and a week. Put it in someone's closet, under their bed, or couch, and they will likely have to sell their house. Cause that stank ain't ever coming out. Clarification. This is not a bomb for throwing. This is a bomb for hiding and leaving for days and destroying property, making it unlivable via stank. Do I win? This wins. You could do more damage just burning a house down, but then insurance would cover it. I don't think insurance covers dead rat stank lol. $10 worth of tap water. That's got to be a good few gallons. Right? Half goes into the hospital's power supply. The other half into the backup power supply. You asked. My tap water is approx $0.003 per gallon. So ignoring service and sewer charges, that's over 3,000 gallons. That's gonna leave a mark. 5-gallon bucket, free if you look around. Pile of newspaper, also free. Matches, still also free. Gasoline, $10. Best bang for the buck, priceless. Take a shit and flatten it carefully between a folded $10 bill. Freeze until solid. Slide it into the cracked window of a crusher's car on a hot day so it defrosts and gets all over their upholstery. They will marry you within 1 year. This works every time. Fentanyl. Pay some kids to smash as many windows as possible. Step 1. Accept that you will not live once this plan is enacted. Step 2. Collect the bill from an infectious disease laboratory experiment where they see how long diseases last when transmitted by money. This is a real thing. Collect carefully once you're sure it's got some lethal nastiness all over it. Step 3. While the bill is being infected, practice the key move on yourself, using your own wrists. Once you've got it, look for chances to retrieve the bill. Step 4. Approach one of the following people: Angela Merkel, Boris Johnson, or whoever the president of Ukraine is by that point. Step 5. While shaking their hand, give them a wrist/uppercut using the infected $10 bill. Then state, "I do this for America," in flawless Muscovite Russian. Anytime you must state why you did what you did. Repeat the sentence. Edit. Oh. Silver. My first ever Reddit bling. And it's this. Thanks. Kind stranger. How long are you already planning this? Exchange the $10 for 1,000 pennies. Pay a $10 lunch in a super busy fast food restaurant with only pennies. Give it to your best friend and ask him to test if your girlfriend would cheat on you. They are still together. F. Tell my friend's husband's ex-in-laws about their wonderful son doing porn and ask about how their daughter, husband's ex-wife, could forget about signing divorce papers. Cause you can't get married in our province legally if you're still married to someone else. I was the mob. I was at the wedding. If he was still married, the certificate would have never come and they would have been sent a notice stating that the marriage could not be finalized. The $10 is for me to get some Timmies. This is the most evil thing I've ever heard from a Canadian. Bag of nails. And slowly dump them on the freeway. Pay 10 people $1 each to go on r/Smashbros and just reply to random comments with stuff like "I think I'm better at the game than you" and watch the meltdowns begin. Easy. Buy a bucket for $1 at Dollar Tree, then buy all the glitter possible. Fill the bucket with glitter. You wait until someone's asleep. Then you slowly start pouring the glitter all over them. They wake up to glitter everywhere. Get $10 worth of crack. Go to the nearest crack house and offer all of it to the addict that can go wreck as much shit as possible in 2 hours. That wouldn't work. If you just smoke, there's no way in hell you're waiting 2 hours for the next hit. You could easily find quicker ways to make $10. Plus, you made the mistake of buying the crack already. If you're already offering it for some stupid shit, they'd easily just take it from you right then and there. Buy a universal screwdriver kit with all the fancy heads and then undo loosen as many exposed screws as you can find in public. Benches, door hinges, safety mechanisms, etc. Buy $10 worth of diesel and dump it in the next groundwater source. A few drops can ruin 1,000 liters water. Coins and airplane engines. Roll the note up really tight and then poke someone's eyes out with it. Don't need all $10. Take a box of matches into the woods in California. Bike lock. Business. Put bike lock on front door of business. Lockpicking lawyer says that probably won't amount to much. Pay for Reddit gold and reward all the sociopaths in the thread. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can watch together.